See how it's going. See how it started and how it ended up. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to turn on some more music. That's what old Fishy was going to do. He's going to turn on some really crappy AI music that they got in here. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-ba-boo. And it's plugged in, but it's not charging. What kind of crazy crap is that? That's the craziest kind of crap. No, let's undo that. Second here. What is up, Matthew Rodriguez? How you doing, brother? Check it out, man. Getting my Tower Grayskull dice tower all set up for the art stream on Wednesday, where I can roll up for some new characters. It's gonna be epic. But that phone's fixing to die, so I'm gonna have to turn that camera off, and hopefully that'll start to charge. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'm doing a little painting here. I want to make a backdrop to go behind that, look a little more interesting. Oh, dude, Young Justice, that's a jam. I want to make a background go behind the Tower Grayskull there that kind of looks reminiscent of the box art. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. A little bored, so you know, doing what a fishy will do. Oh yeah, it's such a great creative workout. Absolutely is. There we go. Yeah, they're a great creative workout, man. It gets the juices flowing, gets the imagination going. It is wonderful for that. Yeah, I can just sample that color. I love I love the idea of just getting stuck with random stuff and then trying to figure out how to make those random things work together, because that's usually when I come up with my coolest ideas. Like when I'm really forced into something. Like that's why Carlos Santos in Green Zone has a deaf cousin with 4 arms. It's because I got a random list of stuff rolling up a character one day for an old TikTok video, and next thing you know, I got this character that added all kinds of interesting depth to the lower eights gang. That oh man, no, that dice tower is handmade, son. Talking about some crazy old 3D printing, man. That's sculpted, man. Yeah, I carved it out of foam and built it out of mostly foam, a little bit of junk, a little bit. Though there are a lot of cool ones out there that are 3D printed, so not knocking it. Like I went to college and studied 3D design and animation, and it kills me that I never did get a job actually working in that. And now the software is so far away from what I grew up using, it's ridiculous. It came out pretty close for what I had to work with. If you really get in and look at it real close, you can kind of tell what's what and where the layers are and stuff. But yeah, it came out pretty cool. Yeah, you'd be surprised what I can't make out of some junk. Well, I tell you what, this planet's coming out like I know what I'm doing. Keep doing stuff like this, people are going to start hiring me to paint planets and crap in the background. I have to start I have to start me up an airbrushing channel. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now let's go back and look at some of these. Others we've done here. Put a little bit of that on there. Put a little bit of that on there. Put a little of this all over here on there. Yeah, there we go. I think we got us a couple of planets. Didn't nobody know any better, and they don't. Throw this little blur on there. Oh crap, that's not gonna work because it got the transparency locked, you big dummy. Can't make it all blurry if you lock the transparency. Okay, there we go. Let's come down here and look a little bit of inspiration. All right, we need a better brush. That ain't it. Oh man, we had such a good time at the con with you, man. I've talked about it a lot since I've been there. Thoroughly enjoyed herself. She did too. Little sad she missed some of the cool stuff, but you know, what are you gonna do there? Oh, man, I don't have all my custom brushes on here. Let's see. No, that ain't gonna work. No, still don't like it. Alright, let's see what else we can find. I forget, this isn't the computer I normally work on, so. So appreciate it. I'm scraping together some Tulip City funds for Captain Tulip comic. Oh man, that'd be awesome. You know, I was just talking to my good old buddy Tony Clapper, Clapback Kid, the Chat 'em Up champion, as he's known in some circles. And I was mentioning to him the idea for his 5-star con in September, doing a little mini comic that could be printed on a home computer or something. And, you know, a little mini comic like that, you know, like the first page is on the interior cover, like the old He-Man comics used to be. It's actually the exact same size. And do like a little 6-page comic strip or something about 5 star saving the con from, the greedy monster or whatever. Just some little something fun thing that he could give out to the kids. Wouldn't cost a whole lot to make, like to get the artwork, because it's only a few pages and it's only a couple of panels per page, and could be a really fun little promotional thing. If you kept it generic enough, you'd have something that you could give out year after year, and maybe make a new one, let the kids collect them and stuff. But I think that could be really cool, honestly. If I wasn't the guy that made it, I think that could be a really cool idea. I think it could be fun to have. I think it would be kind of fun to get and have something that you could afford to be able to give away reasonably and not like break the bank. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Just a little something to make it interesting, give the kids something fun to get them, introduce them to comics. Like I remember when Kellogg's or whoever started doing this collaboration with DC, and they started putting out all these little DC comics. It's just a little. It's just like those. Actually, come to think of it, just a little short introduction to who Superman is and who Batman is and Wonder Woman, and what their whole bag is about. And they were really cool. I was already a firm comic book collector by this point, but I honestly really liked those, and they made me like characters like Superman that up until that point I'd never seen anything to make me like them before. Like it just was never an interesting character to me before that, but now all of a sudden, it he seemed cool. And it's just a little bitty introductory thing, but it was enough to get me interested, and I'm sure things like that got a whole bunch of other people interested for the first time in their first comic. Well, it's just an idea we had while we were talking on the show today, and I figured while we were talking about it, that sounded like something you might enjoy too. Yeah, absolutely. Getting that little bit of extra information, that little bit of like secret behind the scenes info, making you feel like you really just picked up on something new. It's so easy and so simple, and remembering those things that got us excited as a kid, I think, is the real key. Like, what was it that made us fall in love with superheroes and, wanting to fly and save the day and wanting to be strong enough that we could protect those around us, you know, fall back in some of that joy. Oh yeah, you didn't even have to be able to read them. Just being able to see a little bit of what was going on. Like, I honestly like, I fell in love with comics long before I could read them. I I still remember I finally found it a couple of years ago, the Hulk comic. It probably wasn't my first comic, if I'm being 100% honest, but it's the first one that I really remembered as a kid, and man, I would look at that thing over and over. I couldn't read yet, but it was one of those, my mom got a comic book because I was good at the doctor's office, and it was all over with, man. I was a happy camper. No. Let's go outside of that. Where's my brush? That's not my brush. There's my brush. Go a little bigger, and we're gonna go a little darker. And we're gonna, whoops, we did the wrong thing. That's not that. That's my color pick it. I gotta relearn my quick keys on here. Like, I'll never forget that, being so excited watching Scooby and Scrappy Doo and realizing that, wait a minute, somebody could make a living drawing comic books. That could be your job. That was crazy talk to me, and I ate up that crazy talk with a spoon. Oops. Wanted to invert that, dummy. In case you're wondering, I have absolutely no idea what I are doing. I'm just playing around and having some fun, because I'm about to go to bed in a little while. See you later, man. What is up, Taurus Comics? Little Kyron Silva from way over in California. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I was piddling around with my setup, trying to get it where I want it to be. And I just got done and I was wanting to make sure everything was working right. So I wanted to come on and stream for a second. Got to do some more streaming because I got to get people to go to GoMrFish.com right now and back. Alice Lost in Wonderland issues 1 through 3 available now. I got to start getting out there more and getting more attention on the books because, you know, it's easy to forget. Not everybody else has got it as stiff in the forefront of their mind as I do. Because, you know, it's not the end all be all of the world for them for some reason. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but for some folks it's not. Which to me just sounds rude, but you know. Kyron will do what a Kyron will do. That's what my grandmother always said. I didn't know what she meant till now. Thought Grandma was just talking crazy talk again. Whoops. That's not what I need to do. I need to go back this here away. Let's go a little bit there. I'm telling you, man, Grandma wasn't right about a whole lot. She had them Kyrons pegged. Crafty lot. Gotta watch them 1%ers, she said. I didn't know what that meant back then. Oh, but I would find out. Look at some of the other art. Oh, 0.5% now. I understand. That's the way your kind does. Constantly moving up. Succeeding on the back-breaking effort of the comic man. Good work if you can get it. That's what Kyron says. gotta admit, I'd probably say it too if I was in Kyron's position, because who doesn't love living off of daddy's money? Okay. I should probably pick a color from here somewhere. I bet it is. Old Danny been slinging books hand over fist. I'm jealous of the man, but then he spends time doing the lives and stuff that I haven't been doing. Ain't nobody to blame but my damn self. Notice I said my damn self. You know what? That brush is too dang slow for me. I'm just gonna bucket fill it. I ain't got time for that brush's nonsense. Alright, now let's cut in some shapes for the top edges. These. Let's see if we can't make something cool enough for Kyron would like. We're setting the bar pretty high, boys and girls, but that's what we're shooting for here. We ain't shooting for fish good, we shooting for Kyron good. Why even build a rocket ship if you're not going to shoot for the stars? That's what Kyron says. Alright, see you later, old Kyron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Kyron. The man among men. I'm trying to think of a backhanded compliment to add to that, and I couldn't think of one fast enough. Losing your edge. That's what they say on the street. I think that looks relatively Eternia-ish. I think that captures the basic vibe we're going for. Mhm. All right. Let's see. We're going to combine this. Merge visible into a new layer. And we're going to transform that into an image material layer. All right, then we're going to copy. Then we're going to create a new. We're going to make this one 11 by 17. Then we're going to plop that one down. There we go. That's what we needed right there. Print properties. Borderless. Do one copy. Got ye old printer running in the background back there. Whoa. A little curved because it's wet, because it's just regular paper, but that came out pretty good. Good enough for the women hiring dates. Don't tell his wife. I'm just playing, Mrs. Kyron. Don't take his allowance away. It depends on your generosity for his survival. Now I'm going to print the other side. And hopefully when it dries, and it gets done printing, turn that off and I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I am trying to make a backdrop for my Tower Grayskull dice tower so I can use it on the Roll for Heroes show with Esteban Carrero, where we use our little prompts to roll up some new characters and draw them on the spot Wednesdays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. But I'm trying to get this all set up and ready to go so I can just grab the old dice there, drop it in the top, have it come out, and boom, we got us a show going. Hopefully that'll work out. But the backdrop, I didn't like seeing the corner of the closet. I need to come up with something better than that. I thought a little quickie painting that didn't take too long would be cool to throw back there. See how that works for a minute. Maybe it's worth doing a cool big painted backdrop. Maybe it's not. But this will let me put something there for now and see how it goes. Anyway, that's all printed. I need to get that set up to dry. I'm going to drop out and head to bed. I will see you guys later on. Thanks for hanging out.